Hello dear students, in today's class we will discuss negative and positive liberty, and you have to watch this video from beginning till end. So let's start the video. Dear students, negative and positive liberty, when we think about negative and positive liberty, then we have two point of views in our mind. First one, negative. What is negative liberty? Dear students, the condition which provides absolute liberty to individuals and there are no restrictions, constraints on the liberty of individuals. Or, in other words, we say the condition which put no constraints over the liberty of people, and people can do whatever they want to do or whatever they want to become, is called negative liberty. And why it is negative, let's discuss. Dear students, if there are no constraints or restrictions over the liberty of people or individuals, then the rich will get the possession and will exploit the poor, and the poor will be depend on the mercy of the rich, and the rich will get maximum liberty, and with the effect of their power and maximum liberty they will exploit the poor, and the poor will not get proper chance to make progress. And in this condition, the poor will be unable to enjoy their freedom or liberty. So, in short, we can say, in absence of constraints over the liberty of people, the poor will get more power and they will exploit. The rich will get more power and they will exploit the poor. So it will create differences, and that is why some restrictions on the liberty of individuals or people are necessary. But those restrictions must be applied in the way that every individual in the society can be able to make its progress under the limitations or constraints which were applied. And when we talk about positive concept of liberty, then we think about some constraints, some limitations over the liberty of people. If there are some constraints over the liberty of people, then every people will get equal chance to enjoy its liberty. As we discussed in the negative liberty, that poor are exploited by the rich, it will not happen in the positive concept of liberty, as there are some restrictions on the freedom. That is why one individual, whether it can be rich or powerful, cannot interfere in the freedom of other people due to the restrictions. So, in positive concept of liberty, both the rich and the poor get equal chance, get equal opportunities, and get equal freedom to make their development and to enjoy their life. And on the other end, they can do whatever they want, but in the limitations of the restraints which are put on their freedom. So, in short, we can say the concept of negative liberty is now quite unacceptable and is disregarded. And it is considered that some positive restrictions must be applied on the freedom of individuals, and under those limitations people will get equal chances, equal opportunities to make their development. And the liberty should be such that individuals or sections of society does not stand in the progress of others. In short, or in other words, we can say liberty should be given to the people in such a way that the liberty of one could not create hindrance, could not create barriers in the liberty of other people. And everyone should be able to enjoy freedom equally. So, this is the concept of positive liberty. So, dear students, in this class we studied positive and negative concepts of liberty, and in next class we will discuss freedom of expression. In last, if you have any doubt, you can ask through your comments, and thank you for watching this video.